Hey there, Larissa Lee here. How you guys doing today? Before I get started, again, I want to make sure that this video is being shared appropriately, because lately it hasn't been doing its job. Alright, let me share real quick. As you guys hop on, say hello. Today we're going to be talking about 3 steps that you can take to get your healthy lifestyle and stay motivated, because that's like the hardest thing for most people that I talk to. Like, they can't stay motivated or they can't stay consistent with it. So that's what we're going to be talking today, and it has nothing to do with food. So again, as you're hopping on, say hello. Also, share this out. Gonna be some great information for peeps. Peeps in the streets. Know what I'm saying? Alright. Paste. Schnizzy. Okay. So, gonna share this in the healthy section. You should click and over to my other page as well. So, again, bear with the girl, okay? Bear with ya girl. Share on my own timeline. Perfect. So guys, what's up? Don't want that to fall. Again, it's Larissa Lee, your nutrition and detox guru, helping you burn fat faster, skyrocket energy through plant-based nutrition and detoxing with pure whole foods. What's up? So, you're watching The Morning Juice. Today's Thursday. We meet here every single weekday, 7, 8, 6 a.m.-ish Eastern Standard Time. So if you are awake and up and moving during these times, which you should be, like, you should be moving up by 8 a.m. unless you are a night shift worker. But come join me here all the tizzy, all the time. So today we're talking about three steps to help you stay motivated to stay consistent with your healthy lifestyle. Now, what is a healthy lifestyle? Anywho, right? It's any type of lifestyle that you want to live that's going to promote health within your life. That could look like plant-based nutrition, because that's what I do and that's what I firmly believe in. That could be veganism. That could just be not even plant-based. That could just be incorporating more fruits and vegetables and, getting the physique that you want to get. I do that by means of plant-based nutrition. But to you, that might look like something different. Now, the first step we need to consider, which again have nothing to do with food, is what's triggering you to want to have your healthy lifestyle overall. Because usually when people say, like, yeah, I want to have this healthy lifestyle, like, oh my gosh, like, that's not really motivating enough. Like, okay, you want to be healthy, okay, so what? Like, that doesn't really get your mind excited, pumped, and involved. Like, you have to get, like, specific, like, very specific as to why you want this. Now, this could be you want to lose weight. This could be you want to reach a certain size. This could be you just want to be, what they say, slim thick. This could be you want to have more energy. You want to get rid of your acne. You want to live longer for your kids and your grandchildren. Or you might have some serious health issues that you want to get rid of, like diabetes or heart disease. And yes, through diet, you can actually put those things in remission. So, when you want to have this healthy or health style per se, what is the exact reason? And being healthy is not one of them. Because that's not necessarily motivating enough. So, for example, we'll take it to weight loss, because that's what I help women do. So, you want to hit a certain weight loss goal. You want to lose 50, 40, 30, maybe even 10 pounds, write that down and be very specific with that. I want to lose such and such pounds by this date. But don't even put it just in that way. Don't even word it just like that. You can word it like that initially, but also going forward, we want to get you pumped. Like, we want to get you excited, to accomplish your goal, because you want to stay motivated, right? So don't only write that in a negative way, because when you write down, I want to lose such and such by a certain time, it's kind of thinking in the lack or the negative, because we're saying lose, but we need to get specific, so we need to have that. But it's also nice to put that into a positive as well. So, for example, you want to lose 20 pounds, but why do you want to lose 20 pounds? Is it going to give you more energy? Is it going to give you more confidence? Are you going to be able to fit into that dress? So, word it as a positive, like, oh my freaking gosh, I'm going to alter my body in such a way that every head is going to turn and look at me, and I'm going to feel super amazing, and my energy is just going to push into people, and everybody's going to feel my aura when I walk past. Something like that, right? That's kind of corny and cheesy, but you get the point. Like, that's more exciting to work towards, right? That goal is more exciting to work towards than, oh, I want to lose 30 pounds, right? But we have to word them in both ways so we get the mindset right? So we can get the excitement right, and we get the specific goal that we need. I want to stay as independent as I can for as long as I can. I don't want to let go of those I've cared for. Amen, girl. Amen, Misty. I feel you on that one, especially since I'm a nurse. I work in critical care, so I understand, like, you want to be as healthy for as long as possible, because you don't necessarily want to be a burden to people, but you also want to be able to live your life the way you want to live it, right? Good morning, Michelle. So that is a great goal to have there. So getting specific, again, we want to get as specific as we can, because we know that our mind, right, up here is always working, right? Our mind is always working. It can be working for us, and it could be working against us. Now, you need to put the input of the goal in, right? And you need to be as specific, again, as possible, because whether you give your mind a goal to work towards or not, it's going to be working towards something, right? Subconsciously or consciously. So making sure that you put that as specific as you can. This is your why, right? And when you focus on this why each and every day, guys, each and every day, because we're talking about motivation here, right? Our mind knows, it thinks, this is top of mind. This is what's important to me. This is what she wants to have in her life. So therefore, since this is what she's always focusing on, I'm going to also focus on that as well. So when stuff happens in my environment that relates to that goal that I'm always focusing on, I'm going to be more apt to choose that, because that's what I'm always thinking about, right? So we need to have the why in thy mind. So, let's see. I don't want to depend on medication for my body to function. Amen to that. Snap, snap. Nor do I. Right? We shouldn't have to depend on those things, right? To live, if we're living right, majority of us should not be depending on those things. Of course, sometimes genetics comes into a play when we can't help that, but majority of us shouldn't have to be doing that stuff, right? Right. So, perfect. All right, so next one is taking it one step at a time, 1 day at a time. So again, I help women with weight loss and energy, and guys, like, you're not going to have weight loss, you're not going to hit your weight loss goal, you're not going to have necessarily the energy you want, like, in 2 weeks, right? You can have the energy you want in, like, 3 weeks, in a month. But usually with a weight loss goal, you won't have it that soon, depending on how much you want to lose. So we have to understand that even though we have this bigger vision, which we want to keep in our mind, right? We want this bigger vision. We have to chunk it down and take it 1 day at a time, 1 step at a time. So as we have the bigger goal, we chunk it down into a smaller goal, and those are the things that we do daily. So in order to get to 40 pounds, 30 pounds, 20-pound weight loss, what are the things that we need to do in our daily life that'll get us to the larger goal? We accomplish small goals to get us to the larger goal. So that's things like drinking more water, right? That's things like cutting out the granola bar. If you're a person who eats a lot of processed foods, like, just cut out one thing, like the granola bar, right? And do that, like, little bit by little bit, and eventually those little changes lead to larger change. So they say it takes about 3 to 6 months for a lasting lifestyle change. So you have to be patient with yourself, right? And know things aren't going to happen overnight, right? But when you stay consistent, consistency is key, right? Consistency is key with the small steps. Stay consistent with the small steps. It'll get you to the large goal. So chunk it down and take it day by day, okay? Number three, be prepared for the setback. The setback will come, right? There will be a day when you're at work, right? It's somebody's birthday or somebody's leaving, and guess what happens? They bring in some cake. Oh my goodness. They bring in some chocolate chip cookies, and don't let it be home baked. Don't let it be home baked. Right? So when this happens, guess what, guys? Freaking eat it. It's okay. That's what I do. Right? Like, I still want to be happy in life. Like, when people see me eating cake, still to this day, when people see me eating cake, ice cream, cookies, they're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you are eating that. Well, guess what? Believe it. You better believe I'm eating it. You know why? Because I want to enjoy life too. Right? I want to have a piece of cake when I want to eat a piece of cake. But knowing that, being prepared that, those days will come when you want to have a slice of cake, when you want to have some ice cream. Okay, so what? Who cares? Eat it, right? If you're staying consistent with the small steps, like in step 2, right? With doing the small steps to get to the large goal, if you're doing that the majority of the time, eating a piece of cake, eating a cookie, a little setback isn't going to cost anything. It's not going to matter, right? So we stay consistent most of the time so that we can do the little things on the side some of the times, right? Especially when you are at a party, you want to be enjoying yourself. So be prepared for the setback, and when that setback comes, don't sulk in it, right? Don't be like, oh my gosh, I am so horrible. I just ate that cake. I just had that chocolate chip cookie. I just had that candy. Don't do that, right? Because what that does is that sends a signal to your brain saying that, oh my gosh, she's bad, right? You start to feel bad about yourself, and then what happens? You end up eating more of the thing that you didn't want to eat in the first place because you're like, oh my gosh, forget it. I just sabotaged it all. I might as well just continue to eat like this. No, don't do that, right? Also, that message that triggers is when you're presented in that situation again, you'll remember how bad you feel also, and it'll trigger you to eat again, even more, and you'll just be like, oh my gosh, I'm just going to keep eating this. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter anymore. Like, don't sulk in the setback. Keep moving forward, okay? Keep moving forward because setbacks will happen. Nobody's perfect, right? It's 2017. I say this all the time. It's 2017. Like, enjoy yourself. Don't enjoy yourself too much. So, enjoy yourself. But some people will take that and be like, well, you said I could eat a slice of cake. Well, you know what's a reasonable size and how often you should be eating. You shouldn't be eating it every day. So let's be real, okay? But anyway, so just to recap, three steps that'll get you to stay motivated, to get your weight loss goal, to feel that energy, to get your healthy rockin' bod. That doesn't have to do with food. One is know your why, get specific with that, because what does that do? That enlists the brain to kind of be like, hey, like, this is what she wants, this is what she's focusing on. You know what? I'm going to help her get to that goal, because belief is very strong. For example, I've talked about this before, the 4-minute mile. Who was the guy? Something Bannister. His last name was Bannister. He was some random dude. Like, nobody had ever ran a 4-minute mile before him. But guess what? He set his mind to run the 4-minute mile. Like, nobody had ever run the 4-minute mile before him. Like, nobody. Now that he has ran a 4-minute mile, like, it's actually, like, everybody's running a 4-minute mile. Because you know why? Because he created the belief that it's possible. So now that people know that it's possible, they're like, okay, why can't I do that? So, same thing with focusing and knowing your why. When you get that why in there, it changes your belief system. It actually starts to change neural connections in your brain to help you get to the goal. So know your why, be very specific with that, right? And word it in a way that's a positive so that it gets more exciting to complete. So number 2 is have the bigger goal in mind, but also chunk it down to smaller steps that you take it one day at a time, because the only way we get to a goal is taking it one day. Like, we can't like skip 30 days. Like, we can't skip 60 days, right? We have to take it one day at a time, and staying consistent with the small action daily gets you to the larger goal. And then number 3 is be prepared for the setback, because it will come. It will come. But that's okay. Just keep it moving. All right? So those are my 3 steps. If you got some value out of this, definitely share this out. And also, if you're watching this and haven't followed me yet, definitely click follow. I come out every single weekday with some nice treats for you guys. So, yeah, thanks for joining me. I hope you guys have a wonderful, fantastic, awesomely amazing rest of your day. Okay? See you later.